Welcome back to another episode of Unranked Podcast. Been away for a little bit. Excited to be back with y'all. Got Eli here with me, of course, as well. Been here live watching the NBA draft lottery. As you all already know, Pistons, the worst record in the league. Looking to see about us getting the top three pick. Obviously, want the number one pick. So yeah, throw it over you, E. Excitement. Unfortunately, hate to say it, Detroit basketball best season is the off season right now. But what are your thoughts on the draft lottery, Wemby? Let's let you go ahead and dive in and get started.
For sure. Yeah, no, I mean, I never would have thought we would be in this exact predicament here. But, I think it is, if you're going to turn around and have a Jaden Ivey draft, a Cade Cunningham draft, and then still be in this predicament, I do think this is a good one to be in where you have a potential generational talent in Wemby, Victor Wembanyama. I believe I'm saying that correctly, but he is obviously, as LeBron called him, the alien. He is, highly touted, very, very, very hyped up. So I think that is all what this first pick is about. I think that's why this is probably going to be one of the more watched draft lotteries here. Everybody knows what the prize is. And, you've kind of both been talking about it. I think it is, if we earn the right to have that for the number one pick, I think we probably have to take that gamble. But I do think we need to go in and take a very thorough look at this. And some of the red flags that we have seen do kind of put me on ice, but I think that'd be a very luxury to even have those conversations if we could get him. That's kind of where I'm standing on this.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I mean, unicorn. I mean, this is a guy that we've seen like smaller versions of him. It'd be interesting to see. You got a guy 7'4" with a handle, can shoot the ball a little bit. Obviously pretty decent athlete for being that tall. I'm like you though. I hope we just kind of like do our due diligence. Man, I think me personally, this guy. I mean, if he is who they think he is, if we do end up getting that number one pick, we obviously gotta, do our due diligence and make sure that's right for us. But it's interesting. There's a lot of guys in that top three, or not a lot of guys, but there's in that top three. I'd hope to be able to kind of at least get in there. Big fan of Brandon Miller, and there's a couple other guys that we'll start to look a little closer to into and evaluate as we kind of get closer to the actual NBA draft. But yeah, it's exciting. You just hope that it's tough watching the losing. It's a tough pill to swallow. I think I watched them win the first game of the season. They ended up winning 16 for the rest of the season. Overall. So you just hope that like we're gonna be in a good spot to be able to continue to add solid talent to this team to hopefully take that next step next year.
Yeah, I think we're at a very interesting part where we have several pieces that are. I mean, we got to be, if not the youngest team in the league, one of the youngest teams in the league.
Yeah,
and we have lots of talent on the team. It's just a matter of keeping them healthy, whether it's Cade Cunningham, getting them to mesh together, him, Ivy, Jaden Duran. We locked up Bogdanovich, certified marksman from three. I think we have pieces here where, I don't think on paper, I feel like we should not be the first overall pick bad, but I think it's one of those things where maybe we are. And locking in one of these top players might be the juice we need, along with some luck as far as getting people healthy, keeping people healthy. That's kind of where I'm hoping that all that can come together and gel for us. Troy Weaver, trying to figure out the coaching situation still, but I think, if you can plant a first overall pick here, flag on top of everything else we have, that makes this job look that much more appealing. That makes the coach's job that much more easier. And then you're just locking up another piece because you see how the NBA is now. They are, loaded. Rosters are loaded top to bottom. And you're not going to get it done with one guy, two guys. You're going to have a roster full of people that have various skill sets and continue to make that roster and shape it for what we need. So, just kind of some of the picks rattled off now, at least on my screen. I know I'm a little bit ahead of you here, but, I think we're locked in no worse than fifth pick. They're right about the first, 9 or so here till pick number 5. So,
okay. Hopefully
hopefully we make it out of this little first round here. I know we can potentially get the fifth pick, I guess, theoretically. But you know.
50% chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like in one, something that just kind of stuck out to me was OKC. Like they finally took that jump. And I think
Hmm.
that's like what we're really, in store for. They took that jump without Chet. Obviously, the jury's out on what he'll be and what he'll do, but I just hope that we can kind of follow their lead and put together a solid season this coming year. And I think we need to definitely try to make a splash in free agency, some way, somehow to at least double that win total. I think that's something that we gotta, look, or at least get
Yeah.
closer to it from last year. So
I agree. I know both of us thought we could potentially be hunting for a play-in type spot, and that would be somewhere, like you said, at least double into the mid upper 30s. And I still think that's got to be the first goal. And
Okay, you got 6-5 here.
Yeah, so they're rattling off the last two here.
Okay, Orlando got 2 picks in the top 11. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I just seen it. I just got the fifth pick. I don't know if you got it or not, but and we got the fifth pick in the draft. You can see the look on G's face here. That is obviously heartbreaking.
You look on Ben Wallace's face too.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. What's up with this as far as this is not exactly how it should go when you consider, we were in the doghouse all season, and I think I don't think there was a lot of tanking going on there. So it makes me wonder.
We're just
But
bad.
yeah,
And you
just bad.
see, you got Houston, you got San Antonio, you got Portland, and then I missed the other one that's in that top 4. But I think we'd even had some conversations. Like I don't know, you just feel like Wemby, like he fit like that San Antonio mold. I mean, they're known for having Tim Duncan, maybe Ginobili, just kind of being a place foreign Boris Diaw, like Tony Parker, like all these guys, kind of like a foreign like player powerhouse almost.
For sure, and if I'm going to be honest, I think I think this is the part of what the NBA may have their hand in a little bit more than anything would be this part. And so
when stomach, bro.
Yeah, when you say that, so when you consider that, and then potentially wanting to partner up with Popovich, and or Houston, who's had Olajuwon, who is obviously originates from Africa, or Yao Ming from Asia. Now they could do this again with a person from Europe. I don't know. It's kind of, and they're a huge market. It does. It makes you wonder a little bit. So I don't know. I haven't even began to look at players far back as 5.
Yeah,
I thought I was feeling pretty confident we would worst case be like 3 is what I was thinking.
I do have the mock draft here. I just kind of pull one up off of Google. So they have right now at 5th. Guy, I'm actually pretty familiar with. His name is Jarris Walker, freshman from Houston. 6'6", 250 power forward. That's at least who they have like at 5 in this mock draft. I don't know about you, man, but I think we just, we really need like wing, like wing depth. I think we need a guy that can, score the ball a little bit, play a little defense. That was a pretty nice little kick in the teeth right there. I'm not gonna be honest. I thought we were at least a top 3 pick, but
yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I thought we was locked for the top 3. But no, it is pretty shocking. But no, I agree with you. As far as what the team would need, Ivy, Cade, Duran, Boban, those are going to be 4. Wiseman, Bagley.
yeah.
So I think you got to, the combination of which one of those guys can stay healthy. Assuming, knock on wood, for the most all of them, hopefully comes out here and gives us 65, 70 games plus. But considering that those are your core here, I agree with you. Somebody on the wing, I still think Boban might be on the way out. We kind of he gave us a favorable deal, so I could still see them shopping him. Whether it's draft time or later, into the season. But, I can't imagine him being here for too many more seasons.
I'm kind of disappointed they didn't like get off of him at the trade deadline and get another possible pick in that top 15. Like, I think we could have. I mean, I feel like could have maybe. Well, they already maybe like a Dallas or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Sent him the Davenport pick or something, but I do think he, will hang on to him for the first 30, 40 games in the season, and depending on how it unwind, probably end up, getting up off of him towards the middle of next season. But man, he just got shafted.
No, I agree. Why don't the NBA actually show this process? It's so ridiculous.
I mean, I'm honest.
He come out with a pre-shuffle. He come out with a pre-shuffle stack of envelopes.
Bro, they, what they do, motherfuckers, when they can't shuffle cards, they just be in there just putting, taking from the bottom, putting them on the top, that's, man. I am just.
He's in here and now they're showing Victor taking a selfie with himself with a Polaroid camera. Anyways, but yeah, no, bro, it's craziness out here. No, I agree. So you got Houston, the Charlotte Hornets, Portland. All of those are interesting for various reasons. But going with my gut, I feel like it's probably gonna be, I don't know who.
I'm gonna say San Antonio.
San Antonio. I agree with you.
Yep. Yeah, Houston got the fourth one.
I got a weird feeling about Charlotte, but we'll see.
MJ don't deserve that. Okay. You probably already saw it. See? He went to San Antonio. They should have just gave him to San Antonio like in February.
Yeah. Yeah, let him work in the camp. Yeah.
Put him on a platter, I mean,
my boy, he's from an art dealing family from Paris, and now he's about to be down in Tejas in San Antonio. Come on. But yeah. Now they're showing David Robinson in 87, Tim Duncan in 97.
See?
Yeah. I agree. Nasty work by the league.
That's tough. Yeah, what was their record?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let me see. Some bullshit, man. 22-60.
Yeah.
You couldn't get a top weird. 3.
No, that's BS.
You might as well go back to the ping pong balls.
I agree. They got to go back to something. This ain't working. But yeah. You got anything else for the people?
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. More. Now they got your boy here sitting with him, interviewing him, Wojnarowski. The fix is in.
They got Windhorst, Windy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right. Yes, sir. We'll be back at you next week. A little more prospect. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with this 5th pick, how we can cook it up, make it work.
We'll figure out the scraps. I'm talking shit.
All right, yeah.
No, until next time. Peace out.
Yeah.